On a quiet afternoon, a mother cat stayed close to a drain pipe and would not leave the area. She looked very worried and kept pacing back and forth. Her behavior seemed strange and urgent. A man was walking down the empty street when he noticed her carrying a small kitten in her mouth. Something about the scene made him feel that help was needed. As he walked closer to get a better look, he could not believe what he saw. This was his own cat who had been missing for 5 months. He had looked everywhere for her and never stopped hoping she would come back. The happiness he felt was mixed with concern because she looked much thinner than before. He spoke to her in a gentle voice and slowly reached out his hand. She recognized him right away and let him pet her soft fur. He pulled out some treats from his pocket and watched as she ate them quickly. She was clearly very hungry. The tiny kitten she had been carrying looked healthy and strong despite being so young. Just when he thought he understood what was happening, the mother cat suddenly ran across the street. He followed her because he was worried she might disappear again, but she was not running away from him. Instead, she was trying to show him something important. She stopped at the bottom of a small ramp and looked back at him with meaningful eyes. There on the ground was another kitten from the same family. The man carefully picked up the small baby and held it close to keep it safe. But the mother cat was not done yet. She ran back toward the drain pipe where he had first seen her. This time she sat right next to the opening and meowed softly. When the man looked inside the dark pipe, he found one more kitten. This one was shivering from the cold and damp conditions. He reached in very carefully and lifted the baby out, making sure not to hurt it. The little one was weak but still alive. A woman who lived nearby came over to see what was happening. She told him that the mother cat had been living in the area for about 4 months. The woman had tried to help by leaving food and water nearby, but the cat was too scared to come close. She had been living in the drain pipe to keep her babies safe from danger. Now the man understood why his cat had seemed so worried. She had been a mother trying to protect her family while living on the streets. She had survived on her own for months and had done everything possible to keep her babies alive. Her love and determination had kept them all safe until help finally arrived. The man gathered the small family together with gentle hands. He felt so grateful to have found them, and envious by how the mother cat had led him to each of her babies. She had trusted him enough to show him where they were hidden. This showed how strong the bond between them still was, even after all those months apart. Taking them home felt like the most natural thing in the world. He made a warm, comfortable space for them where they could rest and feel secure. The mother cat seemed to relax for the first time in months, knowing her babies were finally safe. She could stop worrying about finding food and shelter every single day. This story shows us how powerful love can be, and how important it is to help animals when we find them in need. Sometimes the animals we help turn out to be more special than we first realize. Every stray animal has their own story and deserves a chance at a better life. When we see an animal that needs help, even small actions can make a huge difference. The bond between pets and their families never really breaks, even when they are separated for a long time. Missing pets often survive because of their strong will to live and return to the people they love. This mother cat proved that animals can be incredibly brave and smart when they need to protect their young ones. If this story touched your heart, think about how you might help animals in your own community. Share your ideas for names for these lucky babies, and remember that every rescue story starts with someone who cared enough to stop and help.